Check out the Dyson DC77 multi-floor upright vacuum bundle. It comes with 5 bonus accessories. After the show, we're going to draw for one of these. Yes, tune into the shopping channel this Sunday for special savings on Dysons, and the address is tsc.ca for more information on that. Well, are you thinking about making changes to your staircase? I know a lot of you are. We have lots of info for you on today's show, so let's begin with a lesson on runners.
I know, we're guilty of making what we do for a living look easy, but really, here's a reality check. If you're going to hunt for a carpet for your stairs, there's a lot to think about. Not just something that looks gorgeous and coordinates with the other rooms in the house, of course. You also need something that's going to wear well. So we're talking about a nice, tight weave. Avoid a cut pile, which will show the traffic patterns. Then you want to think about how easy is this to clean. Wool, of course, fabulous. Some of the synthetics are cleanable, some not so much. And then the last thing to think about, really important if you ask me, is how wide should that runner be? Remember this tip. If you have small stairs, 36 inches wide, you want that runner to be as wide as possible to make the stairs feel bigger. Avoid a border unless you have at least 48 inches width on your stairs. Any broad loom can be cut for your stairs, but there are also specific carpets just for stairs, like this traditional one here. I would even say this is transitional. It's classic, beautiful, nice tight pile. You can see that there's so many choices, very traditional choices, of course, and then even some wider weaves and some natural fibers, which won't wear quite as well, but if it's just you and your husband, you'll be fine.
I love that we're talking about stairs because I know we have to redo ours, and I don't even know the proper names of the things.
Of all the things they are, I know. And Sharon was talking about how much she loves front doors, and I do too, but stairs are so intricate and there are a lot of things to think about, so I think it's actually a great lesson. Yeah. Typically, when you start with your builder, this is kind of an entry-level system. I wonder if I can just hold it up like that. So you're talking about these right here. What are these called?
Pickets.
Okay, and for $10 million, what's another name for these, Tracy?
Pickets.
See? You were so close to $10 million. These are also called balusters.
Oh, see, I was never going to get that.
Which is very confusing because railings are also called
banisters.
Banisters and balusters. So this is an entry-level product, and I had the chance to go to Osprey Limited, a stair company, and they sent down some wonderful product, beginning with this entry level, and then again here an upgrade to the entry level. Why is this an upgrade? You're going to notice that the size of the balusters or the pickets are significantly larger, giving it a more gracious appearance. Okay? So that's a beginning place to start, and we're going to look first at some of the traditional choices I was able to find at Osprey.
Yeah, we're going to go through all of sort of the traditional looks now, and then later on in the show we're going to look at more contemporary designs.
And for those of you living in a condo, you'll know when you see a beautiful staircase and it's got an intricate picket or baluster like this, how much you can appreciate the beauty and detail that goes into it. So here we have one, you can see that detail there at the bottom, kind of in a canvas
right here
leaf.
As well.
Isn't that pretty?
Very nice.
And I love this one, a spool. Kind of a spindle or a spool look, very pretty.
Lovely.
It just makes you want to touch it. And now here we've got the Victorian base, a very simple shaft, and this one remains raw, while you can see here the same base, but painted again very simply. And then if you wanted to do something more classic, you would go for something like fluting. So you have lots and lots of options, just if you're thinking about wood pickets alone.
They look very original, one of a kind. I think that's what you get when you're looking for a more traditional look.
Exactly, absolutely. And then of course wrought iron is also traditional, and these are a couple of examples again from Osprey. And I also sent in, they also sent in some photographs for us to take a look at to just get a sense of some of the magnificent things you can do if you have enough space.
Okay, so take a look at this staircase, and what are we looking at here?
Okay, so you're looking at that beautiful curve. It definitely takes up more floor space, so if you're considering the purchase of a 650 square foot condominium, this is probably not going to be in your life, but you appreciate it because it's got that elegant curve as it comes down. And then the next one, if you have more limited space, has something called a waterfall, kind of a dancing skirt. So it doesn't actually curve, but the bottom step sort of flares out to give the feeling of a more graceful finish at that bottom step.
I like that
idea. And you
can
see how handsome these are, like so pretty. And I wanted to acknowledge this too, because I would say in our business, this has been the most popular look, the white riser and the dark tread.
Okay, so riser and tread, that's what I get confused about. the riser is the
thing that rises
part
up to meet you at eye level, and the tread is the thing that you stand on. And we have some here today. And so here what you're looking at, there's also something to think about in terms of the type of stringer. So the stringer is the section of the staircase that goes along supporting the tread. It's what's holding it up in a traditional look. And here they've got a lovely oak tread, and then they've added this decorative piece here, and there's all kinds of options so you can do something unique as you're considering your own kind of staircase.
Very nice. It looks like the sort of thing you'd find in a 200-year-old home, which is what you're looking for if you're looking for more traditional. And then you're also thinking about the type of tread. You might have a rounded tread. You might have a square tread. And you can think about how thick and how tall that tread's going to be as well. So there's actually quite a lot of elements to think about, including the newel post. So we'll go through some more of them when we show the contemporary side of things.